Market Monday, probably the most action-packed week of content we've had so far in Madden 24. Real quickly, we're going to run through each of the programs and what we're doing to prepare, aka Most Feared Part 4, Team of the Week, Angry Runs, all Madden Release 1. That was really the unknown, and then Legends. Let's start out with AKAs. We got two cards that we have kind of seen already before, but in their upgraded versions, that being the two pre-order cards. Justin Jefferson, 90 overall, 91 speed, 6'1". We've gotten so many good receivers, though. It's not like he's anything too special. This Sauce Gardner, though, is probably the best cornerback in the game now at 6'3", 91 speed. Yeah, very good card, but really lacking on those tall, fast cornerbacks or defensive backs as a whole. Price-wise, you can see the legacy run of 87 overall AKs has continued. They peaked altogether at around like 150k earlier in the day, with the new 87s, Jay Jettas and Sauce Gardner going for like 200k. So very expensive. Moving on though, we're probably going to be getting 91s this week, and that will mean 91 overall AKAs next Monday, which means 88 AKAs will go into the sets. And right now is a very good time to pick up 88 overall AKAs. My buy price is under 110k. We'll talk about 88 investing a little bit later in this video, but AKAs specifically under 110k, I love that price. If you want extended coverage of the market and how I make my coins, subscribe to the Coin Bible exclusively on Team Get Lucky, link in the description. And then tomorrow on Halloween, we are getting Most Feared Part 4 content. I assume it is going to go live at 1:30 p.m. East Coast time, with the reveals happening on Good Morning Madden at 10:30 a.m. East Coast time. We are getting what it looks like to be 2 LTDs and then 2 Most Feared Champion sets, with the mystery player also getting revealed as having a full name, although you can already get him up to 89 overall. With that being said, I do believe they are going to be 90 overall still. That's just the Most Feared program. I wouldn't really expect them to change, the sets and anything. The field pass, the whole reason we talk about Most Feared Part 3 being 90 overalls is the whole reason why Most Feared Part 4, I think, is 90 overalls. With that though, 87 overalls, I like as a little bit of a sneaky investment for 85k or cheaper. We are probably only getting 2 champions. We know we're getting 1 champion. That card on the screen, the blurred images, was clearly a non-LTD, non-Arcana card. It was just a Most Feared champion, and they actually said in the tweet there are champions being revealed. So we know we're getting at least 1. I'm going to assume we're getting 2 champions. So it's not a ton of content, but 85k is really cheap for some Most Feared set champions. If the players are really good, I'm hoping to get 100 to 105k for these players. And as well, if the players are bad, it's not like you're going to lose that much. Justin Simmons and like Lamar Jackson still go for 450k, and you're pre-building these sets, I think it's for 425k, so it's a pretty reasonable number. I'm not going out there and buying 200 of them, but buying 50 to 75 on my end is not that much, so I'm getting a handful of 87s. The other big event on Halloween is going to be the Jack-O-Lantern tokens or collectibles opening up into a random pack from a past program. I don't expect these packs to be that good, but there's going to be a lot of them open, so there is going to be some market movement. But let's talk about it. First off, the previous packs from previous programs, don't expect them to be that good. I mean, we're probably talking Headliners packs, Unstoppable packs, Gridiron Guard, like, they're going to be mystery packs, essentially. And if you've opened mystery packs, you'll know you're not going to pull the highest rated cards a lot. It's more of a supply of the low-end pieces from these, different programs. So with that being said, I don't think we see a big market crash on the high-end meta market. In fact, probably after the first 30 minutes of the initial supply, because there will be some kind of just overall market crash right when the content goes live, because there is a ton of packs being open. But I think after the first 30 to 45 minutes, you really see the high-end meta market kind of go up in price. Usually the rule is, when there is whenever there's a make right, or for example, during Christmas and Easter, whenever there is just coins being essentially granted to the player base, the first thing they're going to want to go do is buy the newest, best, highest overall players. And if those players are not being supplied from whatever the pack is being opened, they're going to go up in price. I can give some examples from Christmas of last year. I know the Team of the Week present was not very good, so you saw a lot of the high-end Team of the Week players on Christmas go way up in price. I know DeMarco Murray went from like 500 to 1 million coins. Ghost players during Zero Chill. There was Zero Chill, Ghost Madden past presence in the game, so you saw a lot of the 95 overall Ghost players go up a ton in price because they were the new best cards in the game. People went to go buy them with their coins. So probably tomorrow you see, I wouldn't be shocked if you see, now we're not, like, this doesn't really affect anything. I would say, like, we're not going out, I'm not investing in any cards, so this is just speculation. But I probably see a lot of, like, the most feared champions might drop initially with a pack supply, but then rise in price if people go to pick them up for their teams. So be on the lookout. Really, it's just going to be a read and react situation for me. I'm not going in saying I'm planning to buy this player, and this player. I'm going in and saying, hey, whatever market tanks the most, maybe I'll look to go pick up some of those players. A big thing, maybe we'll get into 88 overalls like I've mentioned, but look at the 84 overall market. If those cards are in for 20,000 coins, that means you could then build 88 overalls for 100,000 coins. So that's probably the one overall I would say I'm looking at buying a lot tomorrow, but we're gonna have to wait and see. I'm gonna have my collectibles. Hopefully I get lucky in my packs, and well, that's gonna be, well, this is the first time we've really had like this Halloween-esque jack-o'-lantern market crash, so we're gonna have to wait and see what happens. The next big content drop this week is Thursday, all Madden. They put in it release 1. I don't expect this to be like a part 1, part 2, but rather this does confirm we will get more all Madden content releases at some point later on in the year. All Madden, though, if you are unaware what it is, we go back to Madden 23 here. It was one of the best content drops, and we had it 3 times in Madden 23. It was like their headlining program going into the year. And you do get a lot of high-end legend and high-end current players, and it's not like we're just getting 2 or 4 champions and maybe an LTD. It's each of the drops, I think it was at least 8 players, and they were the highest overall cards in the game. I think some of them were even 10 players for their drops, like for part 2 and part 3. I do expect all Madden to be the first content to be 91 overalls, but does that mean I'm going all out in 88 overalls? Not necessarily. EA Sports has shown over the past few weeks, they're starting to change and kind of adapt to what the investing community is, because they don't really like people pre-building sets. We've seen with the most feared sets, they have thrown in that wrinkle where they have required, you know, most feared 87 overalls plus any 87 overalls to build an Arcana champion. We've seen with Team of the Week sets, they've changed it from any overall from a Team of the Week to a specific week requiring that week's champion. So they're adapting a little bit, and I wouldn't be surprised this Thursday if we see a set require, you know, 3 88 all Madden players and only 2 88 any 88 overall. So, and I would say the other reason why I'm not full steam ahead on 88 overalls is the price. Right now, 88 overalls are really going for 110k, with 105k being the, you know, that being a good price to get 88 overalls. You can't walk in and buy it. You kind of have to sit there and snipe a little bit for 105k. Now, hopefully, Halloween and maybe Wednesday, we're able to buy some 88 overall Team of the Weeks, and Halloween, whatever happens, 88 overalls closer to 100k, and then I will then be more inclined to buy as many as I can. I don't know. Something tells me this Thursday they're finally gonna put their foot down and just say give the big middle finger to investors and you know, pre-building the new champions on Thursday. But then the one of the best things I do like about the 88 overall market is buying the 88s that have multiple uses, meaning AKAs, legends, not really Team of the Weeks, as those might not go into the future 91 overall Team of the Week sets, but I think my favorite buy really is just AKAs for 110k. Yes, that's overpaying a little bit on what I would actually pay for 88s. That being really 100k is like the price I want to pay for any 88 overall that's not an AKA. But the AKAs, the reason I like them is, one, I mean, all Madden does have, like, we can sit here and say, I don't think, you know, 88s are going to go into the sets or whatever. If they do go into the sets, we're going to get some of the best cards in the game. Like legends, current players, we're talking, you know, Night Train Lane, Barry Sanders, we're talking some A-tier, S-tier players coming to the game, and 88 overalls, if it does require any times 5, they could go up to 140, 130k, because there's going to be not that much supply of 88 overalls in general. But the reason I like AKAs is you're not overpaying that much on them, right? You're paying 5 to 10k more than the standard 88 price. But if they aren't involved in the sets on Thursday, well, then you always can fall back on the 91 AKA sets the following Monday, right? The dual investment. It's more security. Yes, you're not going to be making as much if the 88 overalls go up on Thursday, but you have that insurance where, you know, if they aren't required, you still have a lot of value in them going into the following Monday. So 88 overalls, my buy price for like non-legend, I would say legends is like 105k or less. AKA 88s is 110k or less. And then anything else, I'm trying to get under 105, more around the 100k mark. We'll see how many I get going to Thursday. Right now, I probably have 50 to 70 of them. I do want to get that number high up, especially as many AKAs as I can buy. We'll see though what happens Thursday. Who knows, they might still be 90 overalls. I'm pretty sure they're going to be 91s just because, you know, the time's up now on the 90 overall era. We're getting into a new era, so we'll see. 88 overalls though in general, under 105k, preferably 100k. 88 AKAs though, I like at 110k. Before we wrap things up, let's talk LTD Harrison Butker investment a little bit, because I have around 12 to 13 of them for that 500k price tag I bought on Thursday and Friday. Still one of my favorite LTD investments of the year, but he is a long-term investment. He was definitely over-invested probably by a lot of the market community, you would say. He's still the best kicker in the game, on the best theme team, and gets the best. He's the best kicker, best theme team, best abilities. He's just the best kicker in the game, and I am planning on holding him for a few more weeks and letting that supply dwindle down. The only thing, though, is we could be seeing an all-Madden kicker on Thursday. I'm definitely a little bit nervous on that, but if we get through this Thursday with no kicker, Harrison Butker, I think in a few weeks will be a really, really profitable LTD. But again, he is a long-term, so if you want to just dump him right now, if you bought him, you don't have many coins, you need coins to buy 87s, you need coins to buy 88s, feel free to sell him at 550, get your money back. But I'm holding my Harrison Butker long-term. Fingers crossed I don't see a kicker this Thursday for the all-Madden program. But that's all for this video. Comment if you have any questions, like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you are new, and until next time, peace.